In this dream, I was sitting in a small room, empty but for a single chair and small square table, boasting a Monopoly board. I got up and exited the door to my right, only to find a similar, though completely empty room with another door opposite the one I had entered by. Going through this, I found exactly the same again and repeated this rather boring exploration until I eventually entered a room in which sat a man at a table with his own Monopoly set. A dog, I'm sorry. I said to him something to the effect of, "You have some money to come, but need to come back to my Monopoly board to collect it." And that's the end of this rather puzzling dream. Just a few thoughts on it. I thought perhaps the Monopoly board symbolises the wheel of life, albeit a square one. Certainly it's a good representation of it, with struggles to make a living with endless bills to pay. The empty rooms could represent uneventful and therefore pointless lifetimes, ultimately ending up back where we started if we don't become aware in time, that is, before the coming cataclysmic end of this era. That exciting note, I'll hand you back to Dwayne, please.
Well, you're having fun on the real side here, Peter, and it's okay. So you go from room to room. Again, everything is an objective experience. It's subjective and it's also objective. And I used to play a lot of Monopoly. I was really good at it. I really liked it when I was a youngster, up to about age 8 or so. I played Monopoly all the time. And basically, you see what the board is. It's buying and selling property, isn't it? So, and the little Monopoly guy, he's like the banker is really what he is. It's all about that because you have a bank there and you distribute money. And so again, this is, the earth is like the big Monopoly board because that's how it's been created, and Monopoly signifies that, the game of Monopoly. And yeah, you just keep bouncing around the board in more and more lifetimes because it is a business world. And so as you come upon these things, it's almost no matter what happens in the experience, when you come back here in your personal self, in the physical, and you have this objective view of that, again, you're going through something, and you're always the decider. Never forget that. You do not have to accept anything at all. Because again, all life is like the sun shining. It's an isness to be recognized, so you compare it with that. So the little decisions that we make every day, is that what we really want overall in our life? Or do we want to see and be something more? Well, again, this is how it all is. And it is a big matrix and maze here to decide what is what or what is not what. So again, these experiences are to provide objectivity and even some motivation, but that's on your part to be motivated and creative to figure your way through this. But at least you have the guidance, and it is there, and they're watching. They're always watching. The boys are always watching. They take care of their own, and this is cool. But again, we're big. We got to figure it out at the same time. Yes, thank you for sharing. In the days of masters and gurus, and even Paul's day and whatever, and it still exists, yes, these people are babysitters, is what they are. They have their memberships and followers, and they babysit them, keep them passive, etc. Well, we don't do that. This is the new nowness. We have nothing to do with that. The guides do not babysit anyone. This is real guidance now. And everyone is to learn to step up and become aware, recognize what is real, and stand real with the all is. This is the real purpose of the new presentation. And so we do refer to these old things, but it has nothing to do with us. None of it does. And so this is where the new knowledge and the new knowingness and everything comes in. Also, the new language, little by little, for people to understand, because this helps the focus and to better recognize the isness life is, as opposed to just old words that define whatever. Okay, so again, it's keeping up with what life is now. That's the best part. And so there will be agitations in that with the personal self, but each person has to figure that out for themselves and learn to stand real with this. And that's huge. It's going to take you the rest of your life. As I've said many times, don't just think you're just going to hop, skip, and jump there, and all of a sudden it's all going to be okay. No, this is a huge, huge journey. But the best part is you can clear everything out eventually. If you decide to, if that's your intent, you must decide every moment how that is going to be for you. But that's what we do. That's our real purpose.
Thank you for listening to this video. And if you want to hear more, subscribe to my channel to find further recordings and to keep you updated with all the latest new presentation videos. Dwayne the Great Writer is making himself available for those who want to know more and see more and be more than just having another ordinary, unaware life on this purposely poisoned planet. Create your new session with Dwayne the Great Writer and discuss any topic you like. Here are some examples to discuss: personal, financial, relationships, dreamers, government, 5G, GMO, chemtrails, vaccines, HARP, military, secret service, spying, subliminal taplining, conspiracy, angels, gods, fairies, ghosts, aliens, reptilians, religious, spiritual, governments, monarchy, and anything that pertains to what you are experiencing in this creation bubble, and also the real universes of real freedom. Learn to get your own answers. New sessions start at 30 minutes at $1. $1 into PayPal a minute, and can be as much time as needed. And yes, the way Dwayne writes his new words refers to something more than what is known here, and this is where you decide to recognize what is real now with all life, or continue on as you have, with just another personal life in an aging body form. Contact Kevin Smith UK and Dean Val USA on Facebook and YouTube. Additionally, an official new presentation club is now available. The New Awareness Club. Membership to which is $1 per month through PayPal. Click on the New Awareness website link below the description of this video, and from there navigate to the forum site and register there, which serves as a home base for the club.